This is the Damnation Staff build guide. The Damnation Staff's only use in this game is as a Zerg vs. Zerg debuff support. Generally, this is used by new recruits of a guild or low item power players because the item power does not scale the damage or the armor shred very much. It's also a high-risk role in Zerg vs. Zerg, and you will most likely die. Now, this weapon has a bonus use of tagging lots of enemy players in faction warfare, and also it's great for trolling streamers. Let's teach you how to do that real quick. All you need to do is find a streamer when they're in town or nearby, and just cast this near them and then cancel it. You can move to cancel the spell, or you can push the S button, and you can even kind of do this, and it gets really, really annoying, especially if you cast it right on top of a streamer. This will absolutely grab their attention, and this also puts a big red splotch on their stream. It is something that they almost can never ignore, so have fun with that. Let's go over the items that you'll be using. You'll be using the Damnation Staff with the Cursed Sickle and the Armor Piercer. You'll be using a Knight Helmet with Displacement Immunity. I'm going to go over why you're using these items in just a bit. Scholar Robe with Speedcaster. You're going to use Scholar Sandals with Focused Run. And you're going to be using a Fort Sterling Cape with a Pork Omelet and a Resistance Potion. Any tier is fine. Your role in the ZVZ is to run to the front lines, cast your Scholar Robe Speedcaster ability, cast Displacement Immunity so that you can't be moved around, and then cast Cataclysm on as many opponents as possible. Cataclysm is a large area of effect that deals damage over time, but not that much. It has a very short range, but a very large circle of effect. So you're going to run up to the enemies, cast your abilities, your helmet and your armor ability, then cast Cataclysm, and then you can spam out your other abilities and then run away with Focused Run. And that's all you do in the ZVZ. You can consult your guild if you want more information, but that is the only real use of this weapon in the entire game. It is not PvE friendly, it is not PvP friendly. It's not even small scale, not mists. It has absolutely no use anywhere else. Also, if you happen to get attacked at all, you will chug your Resistance Potion, and your Pork Omelet lets you get your cooldowns back slightly faster. But that's it. If you do faction warfare in yellow zones, or maybe even red zones, you can use this ability to tag a bunch of enemy players, and then run away. That's all this weapon is good for. Let's go over the damage and the numbers. At 1,235 IP, this is using an example, or as close to I can get, as 8.1 with low specialization. You will have 2,466 HP, 354 energy. Let's go over the damage numbers. Here are the damage numbers at 1,308 item power. That is with 8.1 equivalent with low specialization. Here's the stats when you have near maximum specs using 8.1 equivalent gear. 3,092 HP, 484 energy, and here is the stats on the right side. Here are the stats with maximum specs with an 8.1 equivalent gear. You can see that the armor shred doesn't go up that much, and only the real damage increase is your Cursed Sickle. Again, this weapon has no use anywhere except for Zerg vs. Zergs and trolling streamers by casting this on their screen, which is a lot of fun, by the way. That's all for the Damnation Staff build guide. I'm SwoleBenji, thanks for watching. If you want to know why we use Knight Helmet, it's so you don't get knocked around while you're channeling, because that will interrupt your channeling. You use Scholar Robe so you can cast this thing twice as fast. Look how fast we cast it with Scholar Robe. The reason you use your Scholar Sandals is so you don't get slowed or rooted as you run away from the front lines. That's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. On the right side of your screen is a video you should absolutely watch. If you don't click on that video, then it's going to rain in your area tomorrow.